really see me. I can't say it no more.
I have seen them when I went to Washington, D.C. once, where they live right there in front of the Capitol, on the grounds, in the grass, in front of the White House, in the gutters.
Okay, and how do you not see the poor?
Well, just by avoiding certain parts of town, maybe where poor people live, or looking away when people like that with the signs, just to kind of ignoring them, just driving by, not thinking of what they need.
As being homeless on the street, living in boxes, maybe.
Someone in a trench coat got something out of a shopping cart, and it was a suitcase. And it was my brother, who happened to be wearing a trench coat. And I thought, wow, there's my brother with a shopping cart in a trench coat, and I didn't see him at all. In fact, I didn't see anyone on that sidewalk, and there he was the whole time.
I have seen the homeless. When I was growing up, I had never seen anyone who was homeless until I went on vacation in a big city, and then I saw people on the streets who were homeless.
I really saw homeless people was when I was over in England, in London, and we were walking under these tunnels, and they said to kind of just walk past, and they said don't really hand them out anything. For some reason, I don't know why they told us that, but.
I see them when we're on our way to Milford sometimes. They are standing in the fields with signs that say we'll work for food. So we see them then in downtown. We do.
Recently I've seen a homeless person on one of my job sites. One of the guys that works for us hired some guys from the mission to help on a particular job on our house.
And when have you not seen them?
Like not wanted to see them?
Yeah.
I guess when I am in a hurry, or when I'm with my son and I know he'll ask me about that, and then sometimes it's hard to know how to answer his questions.
Okay.
I never really look at them because I never notice them, because usually I'm too busy doing other things.
For me, I've seen homeless people more in the Middle East, especially in Palestine, occupied Palestine. There, I knew homeless people because a foreign army had driven them out of their homes, so they were refugees, or had destroyed their homes to punish them for imaginary resistance to the foreign army. But we tried to do something, and we actually had the privilege of working alongside CPT, Christian Peacemaker teams, for trying to do something especially about homes that were demolished, rebuilding them, or trying to prevent the soldiers, like by standing in front of the bulldozers, things like that.
When do you see them but ignore them?
Well, most people tell me to ignore them or not make eye contact because it could be dangerous.
And I've never really seen a homeless person out on the street around here.
Well, I have a friend who lives downtown, and there are homeless people across from her apartment, across the street, and we sort of make jokes about it. We're like, oh, you live with the hobos, or we just sort of ignore them when we walk past.
In an alleyway, I once saw a couple guys digging through the trash can, and I kind of just turned my head and made sure nobody saw me, and I kind of drove past the alley and didn't want to approach them or talk to them.
On the streets, and usually they're holding up signs saying I'll work for money and stuff like that.
Okay. And when have you seen them and ignored them?
Well, a lot of times they're on the streets and I don't really see them, and I don't make eye contact with them. So yeah.
Okie dokie, that's good.
That's a wrap.